What up, y'all? Incorrectly correct here again. New episode, new week. You know how we do. We just get right into it. Look, this week is gonna be different. We're doing something different this week. No said topic or anything of that nature. You know, no stories. Well, there's gonna be stories, but no stories to just get opinions on. You know how we do it with the perspective thing. This week we just firing off. Just firing off, man. Um, we know, and if we don't know, you better ask. No, I ain't doing that. But if you don't know, hey, do some research. You know what I'm saying? Do some research because you know we've been told wrong about the months of the year and what New Year's is and all of these things, right? And I'm pretty sure a lot of listeners that are listening, y'all already know these things. And if not, please go find out. So with that being said, right? How can we really judge our age? Yeah, I trust me, I can understand people with confused faces right now. And I'll be a liar if I say I wasn't confused either. Because, it's kinda like how do you answer that? If we don't know how to answer that. But I'm putting it out there anyway. How do we really know our age and our birthdays if we were told wrong about the month and the year we're living in and things of that nature? Like, because I touched on it for New Year's. And with that convo, man, with think about the months and what they mean, right? We know that Sept is 7, right? October, that's 8. We know that, right? Nev, that's 9. November, that's 9. I was born 11/27, but the real November is the ninth month. So can I really say that I was born the 11th month? Can I really say that I was born on the 11th month, the 27th day? I don't know if I can say that. I want y'all to think about that because we got the months wrong. We got the start of the year wrong. Everybody know that. The start of the year is spring. Huh? April's the first month of the year. April is the first month of the year, not January. We don't start the year in the winter in the cold. That's the end. Is stuff is dying down. That's the end of the year. Naturally, it makes sense. But what we don't know is how to, or don't have the answers. And if you do have the answers out there, please chime in. Please leave a comment. Please respond to this because I want to know the answers. I really do. I really, really want to know because I wasn't born on the 11th month. I was born on the ninth month. I want y'all to think about y'all birthdays, man. You know what I'm saying? I want y'all to really think about that. Now, another thing I want to tap on is, the Mandela effect, right? We know all about it. We've heard about it. We know the ins and outs. We know the weird stuff going on when it comes to the Mandela effect, right? And we all know what it means. And if we don't, look it up. Don't go after what I'm saying because I'm pretty sure I'm incorrectly correct. I'm right, but I'm wrong. But the Mandela effect, right? Like, break down what it is, what it means. what we know it to mean. I think it started with what it started with Mandela, right? When we thought he was dead all those years, and he wasn't, but we just knew, right? We thought he was dead in prison in the 80s. I don't know about y'all, but I remember until we found out he got out of prison. And we like, wait, what? I thought he was dead. That's what they named it after. And ooh, I don't know if y'all remember that, but he was released in 1990, and we thought he died in prison. But when he got released, we was like, wait, what? Because we just knew that man passed away in prison. We knew it. We was for sure. I don't know if any of y'all remember that. I do. You know what I'm saying? And we got all these other ones, right? You remember it, like the whole Looney Tunes. They're saying that it's always been TUNES. All of these things. I'm getting to a point here. Bear sting bears. Remember that? Like, that's a part of it. George from Curious George never had a tail. Sex in the City or Sex and the City, right? Febreze never had two E's. Like, Oscar Mayer was always spelled with the A and not with the E. But we remember all right, bro. I don't know if y'all remember the commercials, my baloney smell. You feel what I'm saying? Like, we remember these things. The Monopoly dude with the monocle, they said he never had one. Knock it off. He had one. We're not. All right, man. So, who all remember Ace Ventura When Nature Calls? Right? And you must be the Monopoly guy. The dude had a monocle on his eye. Why would he go there with that? Like, so much. And the biggest one is the Fruit of a Loom one where they said they never had a cornucopia. Right? And it was people on the internet going nuts like, no, we had one. It was one. I remember seeing one. You're not going to just tell me it was never one. And Fruit of the Loom is like, no, we never had one. Go back and look. And then when people go Google and they see every design didn't have a cornucopia. And it's making people go, wait, did it ever? I'm getting to a point, people. That is scary. And, a couple of people found old clothes and the cornucopia is right there, right? It's right there. But how scary is that? That these motherfuckers can tell you that what you've known for the longest never existed. That's them, like, how can they just play with our brains like that to make us think we're crazy? That is scary, people. That's all I'm saying. I'm not trying to get into nothing deep. We just firing off random things. But just think about how scary that is. That you can be told that whatever you always thought was never what it was. Scary, man. I'm talking like, hey, yo, like, I know what I remember. What we doing? Man, come on, man. And this is the dumbest one. And Oreo, I'm a fat boy. All right, so we're not about to play these games. I'm not in the sweets like I used to be, but you're not about to play with me. I'm a fat kid. And you're not about to tell me that Oreo double stuff was only spelled with one F. F you. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're going to do with the other F. You're not about to do that with me. You feel like, nah, I remember the double stuff, bro. You're not about to sit here and tell me, man, that it was only one. That. Mm. All right. That boy, I want you guys, man, stay on y'all square, man. For real. For real. Please stay on y'all square. Be mindful of the that's going on out. You know, this shit is tricky. It really is. It's spooky out here, man. I don't usually do these things when it comes to this podcast. I don't usually go there. But I'm just firing off, man. I just want to talk about some things and get some things off my mind, right? Um Once again, don't expect a lot of this. But this is just, just want to fire some things off. J. Cole. Boy. Mm-hmm. The dude just put out an album. That was off the chain. It's off the chain. And I'm still, it's on rotation. I sit with albums. I don't one time listen, two time listen to be like, oh, that miss was off the chain. Nah, you gotta let stuff fester in. You gotta find out if there's things that you miss, that you listen to, that you vibe with, all that old stuff, right? But we're not gonna talk about the music part. We're gonna talk about the guy. We're gonna talk about the man. And, you know, my opinion don't is not for everybody. But in my opinion, uh the people's champ, man. All right. That man is the people's champ. I don't know if you guys paying attention to what he's doing, but I need somebody to tell me when the last time y'all seen one of y'all top rappers do this. Right? Just tell me, because it's a lot of stuff I can be missing out on, and yeah. So what I do know is this dude is driving around in that Honda Civic that he used to ride around in, selling his albums out of the trunk. You know what I mean? The dude he pulled up the Raleigh, Fayetteville, Charlotte, Greensboro. Now went to South Carolina. Now he in Georgia. He's just driving around in his old car, nothing flashy, pulling up on everybody, selling his CDs right there. You get to meet the man. You get to talk to the man. You get to get things signed by that man. You get to get pictures. And the people are loving it. And I only brought this up to say this. I don't care what you're doing. I don't care. I don't care what you're doing. If it has something to pertain to entertainment, sports, music, if you have any type of celebrity about you, the people is who matters more than anything. Even if you're a comedian, the people got to really, really fuck with you. They really, really do. You know what I'm saying? And it got to be a situation where it's present. It's in our faces, right? Like you can't be loved, and you're convinced that this person is as amazing as they're putting out, and then that person can't feel comfortable walking amongst the people, right? The people got to really dig you. It always starts with the people. It don't start with the numbers and things of that nature. It starts with the people. You got to be around them. They got to be able to see you. They got to be able to talk to you. They got to be able to go home and be like, man, I met so-and-so. You know what I'm saying? That's how you win. And he's done this a lot. All right. This ain't nothing new. The dude's been doing this his whole career. I don't know if you guys remember. I think all the way up to um 2014 Forest Hills Drive, this dude had a dollar in a dream little tour he would do where he would only charge people $1 to come see him perform. It's a small venue he will be in, but you got to remember who he's a big rapper where he's supposed to be selling out, you know, stadiums or selling out, arenas and things of that nature. But he's so humble. He's so such a person of the people that, hey, yeah, y'all just spend $1. You ain't got to spend a lot of money to come see me. You know what I mean? Like it brings those type of vibes seeing what he doing with he call it the out the trunk tour. This is amazing, man. And the reception of this dude is crazy. Go look it up. Go see for yourself. If you don't believe me. People are happy, big smiles. You know what I'm saying? People crying. They got a chance to meet somebody that they really reverence. That is awesome. You do not see that all the time. You really don't. And then when I say that, I mean like somebody who's supposed to be on the top tier that he is. So we're not going to get into what happened last year. We're not going because I can go on and on and on about that. We just not. Matter of fact, you know what? Yeah, I got time today. All of you lame that is just want to find any kind of way to downgrade or downplay this dude for his decision. Hey man, get your own mind. That's all I'm gonna say. Have your own mind. You running off of what everybody else is saying. Unless you a YN, y'all young man, y'all just don't have a conscience. And I can't wait for the day when y'all do. I mean that, man. I be sounding like an old dude, but I mean it. I really mean it. I can't wait for y'all to develop y'all own thoughts and things of that nature. Because, all these young dudes, they all about to crash out. That's their thing. You know what I'm saying? And words was put out there by Kendrick, and J. Cole did a little jab back and was like, wait a minute. He wasn't even really talking to me, really. And we're talking about the most peaceful dude who had to like retract who he was. Like, that ain't what I do, man. Look, man, my bad, y'all. And he did it without Twitter. Like I said, a man of the people. He did it at his festival. Thousands and thousands of people were standing around watching him. And he chose that moment to do it versus just going on Twitter like a weenie would. You know what I'm saying? They got a chance to see that shit in the flesh. You can go and look it up and see it. The dude was like, look, I was wrong. That ain't what I do. This ain't even my get down. So I apologize. I choose my peace over this ignorant shit that y'all want to be crazed about. But that's always been him. So the fact that y'all mad at a person who's always been this way, I don't get it. I don't get it at all. But anyway, I respect it. Maybe because of who I am nowadays and how much I care for peace, my peace. I get it, and I rock with that, man. Like, look, yeah, I'm not about to get into no shit like this. This ain't what I do. This ain't what I'm about to try to do. I ain't switching up for nobody. So you know what? My bad for that. Get your own mind, man. Stop thinking like everybody else. I want to touch on that. And I said something while I was saying that. Hey, man, I know that I'm getting older. I'm getting older, people. All right. I just know this about me, and I'm cool with it. I'll accept it. I ain't mad at nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's just I'm gonna give you an example. Um, when I text the full words. I'm one of them. Two reasons. Ever since I was ever since I was young and in school, My favorite subjects has always been like literature, you know what I'm saying? Like English and stuff like that. Anything that come with writing and grammar and punctuations, always been that's where I thrive at. So whenever I'm typing, I ain't putting no, you know what I'm saying? I ain't putting no um what they call them, the little abbreviations or whatever you call them shit. I don't use those. I use the whole words. I even had somebody complain to me like, "Man, why you writing everything out? Why I got to read everything you saying?" I need you to understand what the hell I'm saying. Like why like I'm not dumbing down my typing speech. You know what I'm saying? I won't do it. You know what I said, right? There was no confusion. And this is how I know I'm getting older, man, because I be confused. I see things and I'm just like, I don't even know what that means. That's how I know I'm getting older. My niece texts me something and what she said, I it's something within the lines of um like that was funny or stupid or whatever, but she used ASL. And this showed my age. I'm like, don't you ever text me no shit like that again. You feel me? Because where I remember is them old chat lines on Yahoo. I don't know if y'all remember them old chat lines. You just talking to anybody out there in the world on some weirdo stuff. But the first thing that's always initiated in conversation is ASL. And that means age, sex, location. Sex meaning gender. That was always the thing. That's what started it. Everything. That's your frame of reference. Oh, okay. This how old you are. Oh, okay. You a man or a woman. Okay, and oh, that's where you stay. Well, I know people who live. That's how the conversation started. So imagine me seeing that from my niece. I'm like, hey, no, 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 no. Why are you writing that to me? And she was confused. And she explained what that was. That mean as hell. That was dumb as hell. A as hell. And I'm just like, Lord have mercy. Boy, I'm getting old. I had no clue what the hell that was. And it just threw me off. And it just took me to an old place. And I was just like, nah, don't ever test that to me again. Cause no. So I know I'm getting old, man. Shit is crazy. This is crazy, man. You know what? I'm starting to embrace it more than anything because as I'm getting older, I'm realizing I don't like people. I just don't. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But I'm at a point where I don't like people. I used to be one of them dudes that you would call a extrovert. You know what I'm saying? Like I like being out and being around the people and being around a lot, having a good time and stuff like that, and building stories and things of that nature. But man, I just want to be at the house now. I don't want to do anything else. I just want to work and be home. I don't like really being out. Will I? Of course. Of course. Am I planning to do it? Nah. just I just don't, man. You know what I'm saying? So I know myself now to know that you're not about to catch me all over the place and doing things. I like being to myself. I don't like being around a lot of people. Told you I'm just firing off today. All right, we ain't got no road. Yeah, we riding on a bumpy dirt road today. We don't know where we going. You know what I'm saying? We ain't got no GPS, none of that. That's another thing. Y'all remember MapQuest? Hey man, let me tell you something, man. MapQuest helped me get to a lot of places. And not places in LA, like places outside of LA. You know what I'm saying? If I'm trying to get to Moval, I ain't never been before, MapQuest got me there. You know what I'm saying? If I'm going to uh somewhere in Sacramento I ain't never been, MapQuest got me there. I don't know if y'all remember MapQuest like that, man, but you used to type in an address and you got to print out all these sheets of paper, and it was like an advanced Thomas guide because it had the strict directions on where to go. But even then, you still had to like find your way, right? Because when you do it, you gotta also do your return trip. Because if you don't do your return trip, you gotta try to remember how you got there and which way to go, things of that. And I missed that, man. That was fun. It was adventurous. And I ain't about to get into all the places. I'm not doing it. I'm not about to get into all the places I went using MapQuest and why I was using MapQuest. We ain't doing that. We ain't getting into that. But I will say that's how I know I'm getting older, man. You know what I'm saying? I feel a sense of sometimes I feel a little off, a little dumb, if you will, because my sense of direction is fading. You know what I'm saying? If I don't have something telling me exactly how to get there, I'm a lost cause. And that's sad. I need to do better with myself. You know what I mean? But I just know that for sure. Which is another reason why I say I just rather not go anywhere. I ain't in the business, man. I ain't subscribing to getting lost. All right. That ain't what I'm trying to get into. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep firing off. Right. This is just weird shit. Hey, people, Carmex is not only used for chapped lips. All right. Yeah, random, man. I never pay attention to what I'm telling you. Carmex can be used for more than just chapped lips, man. You know what I'm saying? Because if you read the label, as you know, it's medicated, right? Man, I remember I used Carmex on a cut before, and it worked like Neosporin. Don't ask me why. I remember why, but don't ask me why. All right. All right, I'm gonna tell you. I had a cut, no Neosporin, no nut, and I'm just like, shit, but I had a gang of Carmex. Gotta make sure the lips stay chapped. And I'm reading it, and the shit says it's medicated. I'm like, oh, okay. You know what? Put a little bit of that Carmex on there. Man, let me tell you, the next day, we good. Okay. I remember telling a coworker one time, I used to work at Universal Studios, and I told this one lady, she had a cut, and she was like, dang, we ain't got no more meals for it. We ain't got nothing here. We ain't got no, you know, we got a Band-Aid, but I don't want to just clean it and put a Band-Aid on it. I was like, put some Carmex on it. She was like, what? Yeah, use some Carmex. She like, no, we're not. I don't, that's for your lips. I'm just telling you, man. Like I use it for everything outside of just lips. Like I use it for cuts. I use it for all kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? That well, basically cuts. Let's just go there. My bad. I don't want people to think some crazy weird shit about me. But then again, I don't care. But I told her, and she was like, "No, I'm not doing that." Man, probably like 2 days later, maybe I don't know how many days later. Like I see her at work, and she was like, "Do you know that Carmex worked? I went ahead and used it." I'm like, "Yeah, man." You know what I'm saying? Like, try shit out. Carmex works, man. It ain't just gotta be on your lips. You know what I'm saying? To keep your lips chapped, bruh. It's medicated. It helps. Put it on the cut. Tell me I'm wrong. That's all I'm saying. Put it on the cut. tell me I'm wrong. All right, and I'm pretty sure you're not gonna be able to tell me I was wrong because I know what I'm talking about here. Hey man, we just having fun. We just having fun today. Also, I want to speak on something here. I'm not gonna get too deep, but let's talk about something. Um, the Hall of Fame. Look, man, I don't do this here, but I I am into sports. I like sports. Let's just be real. You know what I'm saying? You can equate it to the fact I'm a man. I'll take that. I'm a man. I love sports. And they had their inductees this year for the Hall of Fame, and Bill Belichick didn't make it. I look, man, disgusted. That's all I'm gonna say. Disgusting. Randy Moss got mad and was like, "It need to be ex players that are voting out of them 50 people that's voting for Hall of Fame. It need to be ex players because they won't be so biased because they understand the game because they've played it, or even old coaches, they understand the game because they coached it. We can't have these randoms voting for the Hall of Fame. What are we doing? He didn't make it in. He will become a Hall of Famer. Let's not. We know that. But the fact that they snubbed that man from first ballot, and for those who don't follow, don't know, first ballot mean the moment you're eligible to become a Hall of Famer, you're in. Right? So say, you know what I'm saying, like I'm eligible to be Hall of Fame asshole. The moment that I'm eligible, I'm supposed to be in. Put me in. Don't have me waiting for I'm first ballot asshole. Give me my space. You feel what I'm saying? Like I would be pissed if I don't make it first ballot. Don't play me. You know how much work I had to put in to be this much of an asshole? What are y'all doing? That is disgusting, man. Like they did that man wrong, bruh. They did that man wrong. For real, for real. And I really think if you're paying attention to sports and stuff, a lot of shit is watered down. It's watered down, man. It's not even what we're used to seeing. Did y'all see some of the in chill out, G. Did y'all see some of the inductees and how they got in? You know, because it used to be the big dude. I don't know his name. Forgive me, but he'd come in and knock on your door. You had that Hall of Fame week. You're nominated, but if you don't get the knock on the door, then you ain't made it this year. If you get that knock, you know that you made it. You know what I'm saying? So when you saw that dude, you knew you made it in. And one of the inductees made it in. And let me tell you something, man. I don't know why. I have a reason, but I don't know how valid it is. Let me just say that. Panthers, like legend or ex-player Luke Kuechly. You know what I'm saying? Defensive player. He made it in, right? And the way he found out, it was like, the great Julius Peppers was there at his house, and he had a lot of people there, and he walked in and he saw everybody. And Julius is wearing the gold coat. I don't know if anybody's seen this, man. Go look at this and tell me if I'm bugging or not. I'm pretty sure I am. But he walked in and he was just like, "Oh wow, what's going on?" Julius dabbed him, hugged him, let him know he made it into the 2026 Hall of Fame. This motherfucker goes, Oh, cool, man. The fuck you mean? Oh, cool, man. What are you talking about? Hey, man. When I saw that, bruh, boy, I'm not even gonna lie. It brought me back to something Deion Sanders said when he talked about the Hall of Fame a couple years ago. He was like, "Yeah, you make it in, but it should be levels to Hall of Fame. All right, you did your thing. You put in the work. You're a Hall of Famer. You know what I mean? But there's another floor. I think that's what he said. There's another floor that only a few people can be on. Everybody can't make it to this floor level." And I get what he meant by that. Like some people, they feel like they done a lot for the sport and for the team they play for, and the team feels like they did too. And some of the fans or whatever. And I hate to be this way, but you're not about to tell me that. And look, I don't give a shit that I say this, but you're not about to tell me that a Luke Kuechly deserved to be sitting at the same table as a Lawrence Taylor. You're not gonna tell me that. I will never agree with you. And it ain't about me, about my thoughts and my opinions. I know I get that, but I'm telling you, you're not about to tell me that they belong to sit at the same table. No, I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? It's levels. That's what Dion was getting to. And when I saw that man Luke Kuechly go, "Oh, cool, man," bro, it had me hot. And I know everybody probably process things different. Look, I'm telling you, I understand everything that I'm saying and why I shouldn't be tripping and why it don't even matter that I'm saying anything. Because who am I? I get that. But it's like you see people like when Randy Moss got in, when he found out he made it. You know what I'm saying? When Jimmy Johnson found out he made it. You know what I'm saying? Like all of these people, when Darrell Reeves found out that he made it. You know what I mean? Like he just smiled and accepted it, but then he just like kind of just he just like holy it hit him like I made it to the Hall of Fame, meaning nobody can ever tell you nothing else. You can walk around with that jacket. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, you can't tell me shit. I've done the work. You see my jacket. I'm a Hall of Famer. I'm up there. You know what I mean? And it's just like you think about all the hard work you put in, the practices, the film study, day and night, you blood, sweat, tears, injuries, broken bones, broken hips, all kind of broken everything, concussions, all of these things. You put in a hard work because either you want a championship or you want to be recognized as one of the best to do it. And then they recognize you as one of the best to do it, and all you say is, "Oh, cool, man." Man, if I had the power, I'd strip that shit from that nigga right there. I would have been like, "Nah, I'm cool. Hey, let's wrap this shit up. We gone. This nigga ain't getting it. I ain't giving you this, nigga. This your reaction to this. So this don't mean nothing to you, man, boy. Hey, man. No. All right, no. That I didn't respect that at all. Once again, who the hell am I? Right? I could be correct. I could be incorrect. That's what we do here. But man, that had me hot. I'm not even gonna lie. I was pissed off. Like if I'm sitting there saying to myself, "Get him out of here." Like I was really upset. Like, I don't have a dog in the race. What am I upset about? You know what I mean? But I was yeah, I was a little pissed, man. For real. Get him out of here. You don't deserve it. You don't deserve it at all. That's how I felt. You know what I mean? And we know Luke Kuechly was a dog out there. You know what I mean? Yeah, a dog. He did his thing. But nah, I wasn't feeling it. All right, we gonna bust off of some more stuff. Valentine's Day. Hey man, where we at with that? Where we at with that? Like I remember there was a time where that was a big thing. You know what I'm saying? Valentine's Day was a big thing. You know, I've noticed a lot of stuff that used to be, you know, well, well renowned or well received, just ain't that no more. You know what I'm saying? People don't talk about Valentine like that no more. Why is that? Where we at with that? Y'all let me know where y'all at with that. You know what I mean? Like, and as I was saying, that made me think about Super Bowl. I'm telling you, this year did not feel like Super Bowls before. It really didn't. It was a lot of people who really didn't care. I don't know what that is. I don't know if it was the teams that were playing. I don't know if it was where it was at. I don't know about that. I just know that it just felt weird. I remember people used to talk about it weeks before. Hey, we having a party. Where the party gonna be at? Who hosting? What you want me to bring? What we having to eat? Where we going? Who gonna be there? Oh, let's go. Let's go. Who you going for? Get your jerseys. I don't know. I wasn't at everybody's house, so I can't sit there and say that. But when talking to people, it was just like, yeah, no, I'm not. We're not getting together. Watching. It's just another Sunday. I don't care. That's how I felt this year, and I'm like, what the hell is going on? This used to be like the biggest thing. You know what I'm saying? You go to your homie house or your homie's dad house or your aunties or something. You pulling up and it's popping. Everybody there. Everybody glued to the TV. Everybody watching the game. We're excited about the commercials. You know what I'm saying? Like I was told that the commercials was like, yeah, go see it online. What? Yeah, this new thing we got. Go see it online. Yo, what's going on? Go look it up online. We ain't about to show you everything. That's crazy. What the hell happened? What happened? Why things aren't what they used to be? I'm asking questions. I really don't know. I'm really asking questions because that was crazy. And look, me as an adult, I don't get bent out of shape over all of these holidays and all of these things that we supposed to be celebrating. You know what I'm saying? Because to be real, it feels better when family is involved. You know what I'm saying? For all of these holidays, sports events, things of that nature. They used to be fun. But I maybe because I'm looking inward within what I see, but also, man, I really believe that it's not just what I see. I believe it's like worldwide with things, man. You know what I'm saying? Like people getting together for Thanksgiving, for Christmas, and you know what I'm saying? Couples doing the most when you gonna see all the Valentine pictures and stuff like that. And you know what I mean? Like you go into stores, you're not seeing people buy. I guess maybe because Amazon and stuff like that. Maybe okay, maybe that's why. And I don't see it a lot. You can just order everything that you want to get online. Okay, never mind. Let me shut up. But then again, I just don't see it. It's not in conversations. You know what I'm saying? Like I see people all the time. I interact with people all the time, all day, every day. Those conversations aren't there. You know what I mean? Like you at people's houses, you don't see it. It's just not there. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what this is about. But I want to equate it to the fact that family ain't family no more the way it used to be. There's no community. There's no matter what, we're doing this. Why? Because we're family. That I don't see that a lot anymore. I don't, and all right, I'm gonna just walk away from that one. Let me just move away from that. All right, but just saying, man, these holidays and things, they don't feel like they used to. I just don't. Okay, another thing I want to jump into that I want to talk about that I've seen and I've noticed, and I'm just like, hey, what's that about? All right, what is going on here? There was a dude who was having a conversation with a couple of guys, and this is about to be one of those quote unquote conspiracies type of situation. What did I just say? Conspiracies. And he was showing them a video, and he was like, "Look at that! Like, why is that what we always see when they showing us Earth? From a satellite position. Why is that what we see?" And the dude was like, "Well, because this." And he was just like, "I got y'all." And then he finally revealed what it was. I'm like, "Man, this is my backyard. I'm doing this with a solar panel." It's just like they was really about to argue with this dude about the view of Earth, and he wasn't even showing them Earth. They were lost. They were lost. Then he showed them the like being on a space shuttle and everything. You know what I mean? And he was just letting stuff fall, and they was just not trying to. They was trying to argue with him about what they're looking at, and he was just like, "I got y'all again, man. This is just a background." And then once again, they was just lost, like had no words. And he was like, "I don't even have a budget. I have a $0 budget, and I'm showing you these things. And NASA budget is ridiculous." And this is what they're showing us. You know what I mean? Like he just burst a bubble, man. They had no words for him. And we drawing back to with the how scary it is that we can just be bamboozled that easily. It's effing scary, man. Why aren't we thinking individually? Why are we always thinking with everyone else? You know what I'm saying? There's a few things, man, that I pay attention to or have paid attention to. And I'm gonna show y'all something. I want y'all to hear this, man. Because the first time I heard it, we're talking what, 96? You know what I'm saying? 97. 97. And as time is going by, it's like, hey, man, I want y'all to listen to this real quick. Hold on.
All right, kid, here's the deal. At any given time, there are around 1,500 aliens on the planet. Most of them right here in Manhattan. And most of them are decent enough. They're just trying to make a living.
Cab drivers.
Not as many as you'd think. Humans, for the most part, don't have a clue. They don't want one or need one either. They're happy. They think they have a good bead on things.
Well, why the big secret? People are smart. They can handle it.
A person is smart. People are dumb, panicky, dangerous animals, and you know it. 1,500 years ago, everybody knew the Earth was the center of the universe. 500 years ago, everybody knew the Earth was flat. And 15 minutes ago, you knew that people were alone on this planet. Imagine what you'll know tomorrow.
Man, this was 97, man. And I remember that wholeheartedly. When Kay said that to Jay, I was just like, hey, yo. And it's not the alien part. It's not about the flat earth and everything that he was just talking about. The phrase that got me was Jay said, well, people are smart. They'll figure it out. And he said, a person is smart. People are dumb, panicky. And I was just like, hey, man, he is absolutely right. Think about that, man. Think about everything that's going on now. Like, we get told something and we believe it as a mass of people. You know what I'm saying? But individually, you got you thinking on your own without a bunch of people, and you're just like, that don't make sense to me. That don't make sense. But once you around people, your individual thinking changes. It does. I want you guys to really think back to a time where you believe something wholeheartedly, and then you get around a bunch of people that's saying this thing, and immediately you go, well, damn, they all saying it. It must be true. No, man. No, that ain't how that works. You feel what I'm saying? Maybe because you feel that there's some inadequacy there, like I don't have enough information to back my thinking. You know what I mean? And I understand that. But don't just drop it because a lot of people said this one thing, so now you got to run with it. No, man. Don't do that. Don't do that, man. Find out for yourself. Get to reading. Because they taking books away. I don't know if y'all noticing that shit. Like, we're supposed to rely on Google and the internet, bruh. Come on, man. And they can just tell you whatever they want to tell you on the internet. You don't control it. Right? Like they told us Mandela was dead in the 80s. And they had us thinking that he was out of here. He died in prison. They telling you that Oreo stuffed cookies was only one F. And the first thing we'll do, we'll go and be like, well, Google said. Hey, man, that shit is man-written. It's manipulated, bro. Come on, man. We got to be smarter than that, man. Have your own brain. I'm telling you, there's so much peace in having your own thoughts. You know what I'm saying? And then with these own thoughts, you get to go and look and find out how much you really know. That's the adventure. That's the fun part. Do that. What we doing? You know what I'm saying? What we doing? Don't do that. Don't go off of what everybody else is saying. Do your own shit. Find out your own shit. Don't go. Everybody ain't right anyway. Or maybe they are. I'll just say it, man. All right, bruh. I just want to throw off some random stuff. We was having fun today. This ain't about nothing serious. It's just we're just talking a bunch of shit today. You know what I'm saying? Just random things we throwing out. And at the end of the day, we always circle back. That is something you're gonna get when you tune in and listen with Incorrectly Correct. We gonna find a way to boomerang that bitch. We just ain't gonna cast something out. We gonna reel that mother again. You know what I mean? But here we go. Here we are. Stain on my white tee. This week, my stain on my white tee is text tone. Boy, I can't tell you how many times I get pissed off when I'm texting someone and they're telling me that I sound a certain way. Huh? I don't know if I went over this before. And if I did, I'm going over it again. I don't care. How the hell would I text you sound a certain way? And you guys been in this situation before. Don't act like y'all ain't never said that to somebody or read that from somebody. You're not about to tell me that ain't it, because you be lying. Okay? Because I can't stand that, man. You all right? Yeah. Okay, because, the way you said that. How did I say it? You read this. You didn't hear me say a damn thing. Are you trying to check my temperament and my temper over a text message? Come on, man. I can't. You didn't hear me say it. You didn't hear me say it a certain way. You read this. Are you kidding me? You read it. So how do you figure I'm mad? Now, I can understand if it's somebody that you know. You know this person and you know what gets under their skin, or you know what, kind of takes them off. So if you see a certain response, you know that person well enough to know, like, I know how they said that, or I know how she said that. She's mad or he's mad. I get that. I really do. What I am saying is, it's not all the time. And if I don't know you and you don't know me, hey man, I'm not trying to hear, but I'm not trying to read you asking me about why I'm mad about something, or if I got an attitude about something and you read it from me. That is just weird. What are you on? What are you on? Hey, I'm about to, in a couple of days, I'm gonna take a trip. And you know what I'm saying? I really don't want to be bothered with nobody. You feel me? So I'm just gonna go, but I'll let you know that that I made it and everything, and I'll let you know when I made it back. But while I'm there, I just don't want to be bothered. Okay, cool. Well, you know what I'm saying? Be careful, be safe out there. Why you mad? Huh? Yeah, you sound mad. Are you mad that I'm going on this trip? How the fuck do I sound mad through a text message? Please tell me that. Now I don't want y'all to think that that's a real text conversation, but I'm giving an example. How the fuck do I sound mad? And I text you that. You know what I mean? Like, that person meant that wholeheartedly. Like, yo, be safe, man. Have a good time. I get it. Right? Because we all get it, man. Life is a shit sandwich that we all out here eating. All of us is eating a shit sandwich. And they're just saying, hey, I get that you need to get away. I'm cool with that. Enjoy yourself. You sound mad. Man, I text that to you. Man, we got to do better, people. Man, that gets me, boy. I'm telling you. Don't try to tell me how I feel through my text messages because you think I sound a certain way. I sound like I got an attitude and you read what I said. Come on, man. Get out of here. Please. Go. Run. Far, far away from me. Like Forrest Gump. All right, so look, y'all. I want to appreciate y'all for tuning in. Sometimes we just gotta let our hair down, man, and just talk some shit. You know what I'm saying? We ain't always got to be specific and driven with a certain topic, man. We just go sometimes. And sometimes that's the most fun we can have, just throwing off random things. Look, if things in here that I've said today in this week, hey, y'all let me know if I'm bugging or not. You know, let me know if I'm tripping. Um, and pretty sure that I am, right? But that's the fun part. That's the fun part. It's the back and forth. It's the perspectives. That's how we get down here. All right. So hey, look, man, I really just enjoy this. I want to thank y'all, man, for tuning in another week. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know how I say, if it's only two of y'all that's listening, man, I really, really appreciate you two. I really, really do. Because this is fun. This is therapeutic. I get to get things off my chest. And y'all get to listen. So, hey, man, you already know how it goes, man. We have